We're losing these houses. We're losing these homes. We're losing these structures.
These buildings tell stories.
The goal is to restore the house to its original glory.
And that's really what I love. That's my passion, is to look at a building and figure out how it changed.
A very cool part of my job is the forensic part.
I wouldn't even call it a job other than the fact you get paid.
I envision the builder's tool chest. And so as I walk through a house, I find a consistency in the moldings, in the profiles, in the construction methods. And I'm looking at those details, and the minutiae give you clues and hints.
I can't just walk into a building without putting my hand underneath a piece of furniture, behind a door, or above a ceiling as I'm walking through it.
Daily, you come upon odd things.
My foot hooked on something and I pulled it up and it was a branding iron from before the Civil War.
There's always something you find, always something different.
It's almost like working with somebody from the past.
The carpenters had written their names and dates, it was like 1840s.
It's like the stuff you don't learn about in history. You actually get like the behind the scenes. It's pretty cool.
The ship I found, the graffiti, it is.
Oh, wow. Well, it certainly looks 19th century. I don't wonder why it's here. This house is just full of surprises like that everywhere we go.
I brought up that ship. I did an overlay, and I found this image, which is the USS Cumberland.
So this could be from when the troops were at the house then. How did you put all that together?
Magic.
All of this wood is actually yellow pine, and all of these effects are created with paint.
So this was a way to take a relatively common pine and make it look like a much more expensive wood.
Exactly.
These are places that people really don't go back to.
What is that right there, Kurt?
Hold on a minute.
Did you see this little sketch on the back of it?
Oh, wow.
You never know what you're going to dig up or pull out or find.
Oh, there's a brick right there.
See how it's sort of irregular here, shaped by hand.
These are sort of things that are going to start helping us figure out the actual date. So here's a piece of salt glaze.
This could easily be 18th or 19th century.
So this is from that same vessel. There we go.
There you go.
They fit together.
Yeah, look at that.
We have a lot of different jobs going. People just bringing stuff in all the time.
So you see there's old epoxy in this joint, none in that. So I think when they put this in,
That caused that.
it's corroded and it created that split.
We are preservationists. We try to preserve what is there.
I'm just gonna put it back together the way it was, with the original parts.
We are very fortunate to be able to work in some of the country's very best.
It's definitely something that's worth saving.
Be it a smokehouse or a small slave cabin on a barrier island in Georgia. They tell our history.
And unless there's somebody really caring for them in a knowledgeable way,
You're never going to see that history again.
I sweep the floor, I answer the phone, I'll estimate a $3 million job. I'll tell the homeowner's wife that oh, that's a nice dress you have on. I do whatever it takes